Yeah, the economy was supposed to be Obama's first priority, but it's only gotten worse since he's been in office. Last year, about 4 million Americans lost their jobs. Granted, most of them are White House czars, but that's still pretty bad. In fact, Sarah Palin has created more jobs than Obama has. She created 11 jobs fact-checking at the AP just for the Palin autobiography. And this week, by executive order, President Obama created a commission on fiscal responsibility. The commission's, I'll wait for the sobbing to die down. The commission's first recommendation, resign immediately, Mr. President. The commission's second recommendation is stop wasting all this money on commissions. I think we have a commission. It's called the United States Congress. We're paying their salaries. Were I advising the Democrats, I'd recommend that they drop the demand that all Democrats sign the contract pledging to believe in sane things. And if they could just get their base to participate a little less, not at all maybe, I think it would really help. I keep expecting the real Democrats to show up in TV studios, drag the nuts out, saying, oh, sorry, he's escaped again. Don't worry, he does this all the time. And then Joe Biden will stand up and have no pants on. Obama and Biden spent the last 7 years caterwauling about the war in Iraq. Obama says he never would have voted for it, but both of them voted against the surge. Saddam Hussein would still be in power if Obama had his way. The insurgents would be in charge if they both had their way. But last week, Vice President Biden said that he thinks Iraq is going to be one of the great achievements of the Obama administration. And this week, Biden is home watching Jeopardy with the sound off. Why couldn't Obama have picked someone respectable as his running mate? You know, like John Kerry did. I'm referring, of course, to America's baby daddy, John Edwards. Edwards is like a creepy, blow-dried evangelical who just doesn't happen to believe in God. But even Edwards has already accomplished more than Joe Biden has. John Edwards is now the only candidate for vice president on a major party ticket with his own sex tape, which, starting next week, will be available in the gift shop of the Clinton Library. Also, Edwards may go down in history as the man who got the National Enquirer its first Pulitzer Prize. Although if Edwards were president, I could get behind his program for national hair care. Millions of people cannot afford shampoo and conditioner. Now that the Democrats have been beaten on socialized health care, they've got nothing left other than maybe beefing up enforcement of take your daughter to work day. At least they have nothing the voters won't boil them in oil for proposing. They claim it's urgent that we pass another stimulus bill. You know, apparently there's still some freshman congressman with relatives who don't have no-show government jobs. The other big-ticket item on the Democrats' agenda is card check, which would take the secret ballot away from union elections. If card check passes, the only hope of having open union elections again will be if Obama promises to televise them on C-SPAN. The Democrats' other big idea is cap and trade, or as it's formally known, the huge new tax on everything under the sun Act of 2010. The downside of cap and trade is your taxes will go up massively, your electricity bills will go through the roof, thousands, some say millions of Americans will lose jobs. But the upside of cap and trade is, if it passes and we defeat global warming, Washington, D.C. will see snow again. I suppose the Democrats could propose something actually popular, like cutting taxes, but they can't because they're Democrats. Darn the luck. So it's hard to figure what their next move will be. Maybe they'll propose a constitutional amendment to protect your right to burn the American flag. Their main idea seems to be denounce Americans. Liberals have spent the last year responding to anyone who opposes Obama's agenda by calling them racist evilmongers. Jimmy Carter said that an overwhelming portion of people opposed to Obama's health care plans are racist. And if there's one guy who has his finger on the pulse of what Americans feel and believe, it is Jimmy Carter. Nancy Pelosi called the opponents of big government un-American. So I think we know the Botox is seeping into her brain now. Harry Reid called them evilmongers. Wait, I'm sorry, who's Harry Reid again? CNN calls them teabaggers, which is the gayest term I've ever heard on CNN, other than Anderson Cooper. ABC calls them a mob, and MSNBC calls them... Oh, wait, never mind. No one watches MSNBC. It doesn't matter. The last time I heard this much race-baiting invective was, well, when I was in my usual front row pew at the United Church of Christ Trinity Church in Chicago. Yeah, Democrats get snippy with Bush for calling Obama evil, but they're perfectly happy to call Americans evil. Ironically, since Obama was first elected, for the first time in my life, I'm sometimes not proud of my country. You've been a great crowd, especially considering you're all paid shills by the insurance company. Anyway, thanks for being here. Keith Olbermann is a girl. God bless America. And remember, Keith Olbermann is a girl.